Have you ever felt like no one cares? Like you're screaming into a void and the only echo you hear is your own? It's a lonely, isolating feeling, and if you're experiencing it, I want you to know right here, right now, that you are not alone. And more importantly, people do care. I care. Understanding what's happening inside our own minds is the first step toward feeling better, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We often throw around words like depression, stress, and anxiety, as if they're all the same thing. We say, I'm so stressed when we're worried about the future, or I'm depressed when we're just having a bad day. But these are distinct experiences, and knowing the difference is crucial. It's like trying to fix a car. You can't fix the engine if you think the problem is a flat tire. Understanding the specific nature of your struggle is the key that unlocks the right path to healing. So let's break it down in the simplest way possible. Think of it like a timeline, past, present, and future. Depression, in many ways, is being trapped in the past. It's a heavy, dark blanket woven from threads of past regrets, old wounds, and memories that refuse to fade. It's replaying conversations from years ago, wishing you'd said something different. It's the what-ifs and if-onlys about decisions long since made. When you're depressed, your mind can feel like a museum of your past failures and sorrows, and you're the reluctant, permanent tour guide. The energy is gone, the color has drained from the world, and there's a profound sense of loss for what was, or what could have been. It feels heavy, stagnant, and hopeless, because you can't change the past. Now, let's move to the present. This is the domain of stress. Stress is about right now. It's the feeling of being overwhelmed by the pressures and demands of your current life. Your to-do list is a mile long. Your boss needs that report yesterday. The kids are screaming. The bills are piling up. It's that constant, grinding pressure of too much to do, too much to handle, and not enough time or resources to do it. Stress is a state of high alert. Your body is flooded with cortisol. Your heart is racing. Your muscles are tense. It's your system screaming, I can't cope with all of this right now. Unlike depression's hopelessness, stress is more about a feeling of being overwhelmed and out of control in the present moment. Finally, let's look to the future. This is where anxiety lives. Anxiety is being consumed by worry about future possibilities and outcomes. It's the constant nagging voice in your head playing out worst-case scenarios. What if I fail the exam? What if I get fired? What if I say the wrong thing at the party? What if something terrible happens to someone I love? Anxiety is a fear of the unknown. Your mind is racing, jumping from one potential catastrophe to another, trying to control a future that hasn't happened yet and, in all likelihood, won't happen the way you're imagining. It leaves you feeling restless, on edge, and perpetually unsafe, because you're constantly bracing for a disaster that exists only in your mind. So, to recap, depression is being stuck in the past, stress is being burdened by today. Anxiety is being scared of tomorrow. Of course, these feelings can, and often do, overlap. Chronic stress can lead to both anxiety about the future and depression about your current situation. Depression can make you anxious about your ability to handle future challenges. They can feel like a tangled mess of wires. But recognizing the dominant theme in your thoughts is so powerful. Why? Because knowing the difference helps you heal. It gives you a target. If your mind is constantly dragging you back into past regrets, that's depression whispering in your ear. The work then is to practice self-forgiveness, to process those old hurts, and to learn how to gently bring your focus back to the present moment, where life is actually happening. It's about learning that the past doesn't have to define your present. If you feel like you're drowning in the demands of today, that's stress. The strategy there is different. It's about setting boundaries, learning to say no, practicing time management, and finding healthy outlets to release that built-up tension, like exercise or mindfulness. It's about reclaiming a sense of control over your day-to-day life. And if your mind is a constant whirlwind of future what-ifs, that's anxiety. The healing path involves challenging those catastrophic thoughts, practicing grounding techniques to bring you back to the safety of the present moment, and learning to sit with uncertainty. It's about teaching your brain that you can handle whatever the future brings, one day at a time. The first, most important step in all of this is simply to notice. Start by noticing what your mind is doing. When you feel that familiar wave of negativity or panic, ask yourself a simple question. Is my mind in the past, the present, or the future? Is it replaying an old hurt? That's the past. Take a deep breath. Acknowledge the memory, and then gently guide your attention to something in the room around you. The feeling of your feet on the floor. The sound of a bird outside. Is it screaming about everything you have to do right now? That's the present. Pause. Write down just one small, manageable task you can do next. Just one. Break the overwhelming whole into tiny, achievable pieces. Is it spinning tailies of future doom? That's the future. Remind yourself, right now in this moment, I am safe. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear. Ground yourself in the reality of now. This isn't a magic fix, it's a practice. It's mental fitness. But by identifying where your mind is dwelling, you take back your power. You stop being a passive victim of your thoughts and become an active participant in your own healing. You learn to be the driver, not the passenger. And please, remember this is not a journey you have to take alone. Talking to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional can be incredibly helpful. Seeking professional help is a sign of immense strength, not weakness. It's like hiring a personal trainer for your mind. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are a human being navigating a complex world with a complex mind. Understanding the difference between depression, stress, and anxiety is the map. Noticing where your mind is going is the compass. And taking that first small step? That's the beginning of your journey back to yourself. You have the strength to do this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this video helped you in any way, please consider liking it and sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more content to help you navigate your inner world. Take care and be kind to yourself.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments, and share.